Hi everyone, it's Maria Kaneko Millar here with another edition of The Fearless Performer. And I wanted to do a few housekeeping things. First off, if you can like this or subscribe to our channel, if you enjoy this video, that would help us tremendously. Also, if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section. And last of all, if you want a summary of these 7 keys that I'll send to you on the last day of this series or thereafter, just subscribe. You'll see the link in the description of this video. So I'm really enjoying the questions I've been getting and y'all joining me each day. Thank you so much for that. So, movement. I am so excited about this one. My goal is that by the end of these 10 minutes, or I think it's more like 8 minutes, you will be a total convert. You are going to want to just turn off this video, grab your instrument, and start moving with it, because I adore moving when I play, and I think it has myriad benefits. So I want you to join me in learning about these. So my story with movement is that I started dancing when I was 4 years old. I took ballet lessons. I really, really hated it and quit it instantly. And then in junior high, I was bullied a lot, so I actually sat out the entire dance unit in gym and got severely reprimanded. I just went to the bathroom and hid because I was picked on during the dance unit. And so by that point, movement was something I wasn't going to do in front of anyone. And then I got to Juilliard and I became friends with a lot of dancers, and I started thinking that I wanted to work with them. I wanted to create pieces where they move and even maybe play my instrument a little bit, and I move and play my instrument. So I got really, really interested in that. And then I started playing with Riverdance. And when I watched the person who was doing it before me perform in Riverdance, she just got up and walked across the stage, and I almost fell off my chair. I thought, how is this possible? How can that look so dramatic for someone just to get up and walk across the stage? So I thought, when I do Riverdance, I'm going to make full use of that stage. And I started adding different tricks and dance moves, and I was really encouraged by the river dancers. So I even got to doing splits during it, which got banned. But anyway, it was a really great time to explore. But still, I hadn't really trained in movement. And a couple of years ago, I decided that I wanted to really take lessons. And that was actually in conjunction with this project. I decided for these Victoria Symphony pieces, I wanted to actually choreograph movement that I did while I played. So I took hundreds of classes, and I took some private lessons in dance forms such as hip hop, house, dance hall, and I loved it. So I am now going to tell you the different ways where movement is going to help you as a performer. So first off, just on a technical level, it frees you up. You cannot use the wrong muscle groups when you're playing. So, for example, as a violinist, there can be an emphasis on like trying to control all this and all this when you play, to play in tune, to play cleanly. But when you're moving, it actually comes from the core. You can't be engaging just little muscles. You have to kind of make use of your largest muscle groups and go out from there. So then bowing becomes more from your back, from your shoulder, and even this, shifting, it's just much bigger muscle groups. And I think this helps to prevent tension-related issues, and it also just enables you to prolong your energy. Also, when you move and you play, you can't help but be more attuned to rhythm, to phrasing, to being balanced on your instrument. And then on the improv level, when you improvise, movement gives you instant vocabulary. So if you've never tried improvising before and you're scared of the prospect of starting, just start moving while you're playing your instrument, and I guarantee you, notes will suddenly appear. It's like magic. Suddenly you'll start making up notes. I swear, you've got to try it if you've never improvised before. And if you do improvise, movement adds a whole other realm of vocabulary to what you can create on your instrument. You know, you start swaying, and all of a sudden, you might be doing slides and smooth bowings that you never had even considered before. So I think for improvisation, movement is a great asset. Now, for your audience, they're watching you. You're standing on stage. You're already moving your arms at least when you're playing your instrument. So when you decide, I'm going to move when I play, you're actually taking ownership of your whole body and how it speaks to the audience. And you will not only help your audience feel the emotions more strongly, but you yourself will feel them too. I swear by this. If I'm moving and I'm playing a sad section and I'm feeling it through my body, it's coming out through my playing. And so it creates this loop where you just feed yourself through your movement, and then the sound inspires the movement, movement inspires the sound, so on. So it's a really, really great feeling for both you and for the audience. And also, you have a whole stage there. So to just stand in one place is, it's just kind of counterintuitive when you think more about it. And I was also thinking about how opera singers are taught to act and move, and that's so much of their training. And I was thinking, we too, as instrumentalists, if you can be mobile, because some instruments you can't, but if you can be, that should be part of our training. Now, on the physical level, movement turns your practice sessions into workouts. And I have come to view myself as an athlete. I don't practice without working up a full body sweat, because 24/7, at any point, if I ever pick up the violin, I'm going to be moving while I do it. And so it becomes this physical process that actually also gets you more into exercising. I notice if I don't move, it's a bad day. So now I have to blade sometimes for 3 hours or go biking. And all of that comes from that regular habit of moving, which it's just great because violin playing can be so cerebral, but now it's been conditioned in me to be a very physical aspect. So, and finally, on the spiritual level, movement it's like a very excited form of meditation. So I find that I have this beautiful, peaceful flow simultaneously with tremendous exhilaration happening at the same time when I perform and move. So on that level alone, it ups your performance game. So I want to leave you with an exercise to do before I leave. And this is walking. I want you to just start walking when you play. Play any piece you have, and maybe start with a simpler one and try walking. And do check with a doctor or get medical advice if you have balance issues or if you think that this might throw you off in some way, because I definitely don't want to encourage that. But walk forward, walk backwards, turn. These things are really great for getting you out of your head and letting your body feel you're playing more. And so also another caveat I want to mention is when you move, you do rush. So if you're planning to move in performance, you gotta practice slower. Like set your metronome to a slower marking and do it with that, because even today I struggle with that. So without further ado, I'm going to send you over to Farewell to Aaron. This is the first piece I played of this complexity where I choreographed the whole opening. And it renders you pretty breathless by 1 minute's time, but it was totally worth it. And I kind of feel silly and joyful and excited all this at the same time when I'm doing that movement with the playing, and it definitely makes it next level, just a next level experience for me in terms of enjoying it and feeling it. So I hope you do too, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.